Okay guys, got the camera charging, checked out a few things. I'm going to do this video solely with my Linux, with my Ubuntu 20.04.1 operating system, and the Garmin camera worked really well, surprisingly well. So I'll use Kdenlive software to make this video. But while my new Sena tube is charging, prison tube, excuse me, thought we'd put this on. Remember I was saying I hope it's ambidextrous? I kind of did a little bit of a mock-up. It is ambidextrous. This is the key. I'll show you that in a minute. But let's loosen this up. Open it up. Pretty simple. It's got little rubber, soft rubber pads in there. Hold on to it. This is my Sedici modular helmet. This is my winter helmet. And you see the graphics. That's why I don't want to glue something on there. I want something I can take off, put on, blah blah blah. This is my mount for my Sena Evo 20S or a Sena 20 Evo S or whatever the name is. But anyway, the microphone, and it Bluetooths into my Honda. I have a free wire from Sena that I also hook right in. So the entertainment center comes right to my helmet. And if you have a CB or whatever you might have, I can also communicate with my fellow co-riders with that. It's pretty cool. And it's a learning curve. You do say the F word occasionally, so well, I do anyway. Now I know that my Sena unsnaps. It's pretty cool. You can take it out, wash it. So I've already unsnapped it. And I wondered why he put this so far back other than the microphone. And I found out that from here to here is solid. You cannot take that off. That is solid. So I wanted to mount the camera right behind the strap where my thumb is. That's a no-go. I have to go from here back, because that's what pulls out away from the helmet. Otherwise it's solid. So anyway, long story shortened down a little bit. Let's put this guy in here. Slides right in there. That's as far forward as I can get it. That's it right there. So I hope to heck that works. And we're going to get more into this when I take this apart. We're going to get more into that later, but that's going to be the saving grace, I do believe. So I've got it pushed forward. I've got it pushed in and bonded against the helmet. So we'll tighten it up. And I hope I'm getting a good shot. I don't know. I like to tighten one side a little bit. I like to tighten the other side a little bit. Sometimes things loosen up. Sometimes you get them perfect. Not usually. And I'm going to call that good enough for today. I don't want to strip it out. I think it's going to hold. So let's snap the helmet back into place. And you can see there's my speakers for my Sena. I had to take and they hurt my ear. A couple little things, guys, if you don't know. I had to take and drill them out just a hair more. My Bell helmet was even worse. They really hurt my ear. I had to really dig out my bell, but I just dug the hole a little bit deeper, inset, and they don't hurt my ears. Also, if you get forehead rub, or if you got a spot on your helmet that just hurts you, and you come home and you got a big red mark on your head. Mine is here. Take a socket, a screwdriver that is smooth, round. Take anything round and smooth. This foam, push really hard and roll it. Push really hard, push, 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 but roll it. What that does is indent the foam, the white foam that's in there. So then when you put on your helmet the next time, it's going to be, wow, it's going to be custom fit to your head. And almost every single helmet you buy, you're going to have to custom fit to your head, because not everybody's head is the same. That's why I like the Bills, because they're not a total oval. They're kind of a modified oval. And they fit my head. This Adichie actually fits me well. It did hurt my ear, and it did hurt my forehead. So like I said, I just rounded it up, and now it's pretty good. Okay, guys. There's the mount. Now, this guy goes on there like this. We'll hold the phone. That's backwards, right? Aha. So I unscrewed the little dealy bobber, pulled out the thingamajig. I'm using terminology here. I'm trying to get a laugh. You see, that's kind of a rubber. It's a soft rubber. Not really soft, but it moves. Just simply turn it around, and you see how these are cut? So they expand. When this goes in, they will expand to receive the larger diameter. They go in there and they seat. This is a locking ring. Locks it all in place. I don't know if I can get it back on there. Okay. So make sure I'm going the right direction. That's up. I want the camera up. Push that little guy back in there. Push him in there really good. Okay. Make sure you don't strip this or counter, I'm saying strip threads, cross thread it. That's the right word. Now this moves. Sena bragged about having all these adjustments. It moves back, so that'll be up and down, right? It also, really cool, will move sideways on that ball. Look at that. So look at the angle you can get on that. So you get it where you want it, and you tighten the bejeebies out of this tightener. Don't want to use a wrench, you'll bust it, and then you're going to buy another one. It's just plastic. I mean, plastic is plastic. That's what you get. So, I can see the first video may not be where you want it. You're going to have to just give it some trial and error. But once you get it, you can tighten this down by hand off the helmet. Otherwise, you'll bust your helmet as tight as you can. And then that'll be in there really good. Because remember in the first video I said, wow, that's really stiff when you turn it on, turn it off. Really hard. So the first few times I'm sure you're going to have to turn it on and off, and then put this on. You're going to have to experiment. We'll get into that later. Okay, I got it pretty tight. It still moves, but really, really, really tight. Okay. Now guys, it just slides right on there. And that's supposed to hold it. You hear it lock? Thunk. Thunked right into place. It's seated all the way in. Okay. Trying to hold still here. Seated all the way in. The camera goes right on there. Let me go take the camera off the charger, see what it looks like. And FYI, when it's charging, this light does come on. I don't know about when it's turned on. Okay, there we go. I just turned the camera on and the lights came on. So those guys in the reviews that said that it doesn't have a light indicator, they're full of crap. So you always got to take those reviews with a grain of salt. They're good to have, but they're not necessarily your truth. You know what I'm saying? You might have a different way of doing things. So forward is on, backwards apparently is off. I do not have a chip in here yet. And by the way, I said 64-bit chip. What a dumbass. A 64 gigabyte chip. That's the maximum this takes. 64 gigabytes. Mini SD. And I have 2 of those. So I should get at least 3 hours per chip. Okay. Slid right in there. I can adjust it. I got it pretty tight. I don't want to mess with it too hard. But I can adjust it. This is what I'm worried about. Turning it on, it takes some pressure. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to turn it on, then put it on my head. I don't know. Turning it off's not so hard, but turning it on really takes a little bit of effort. This is pretty stiff. So we'll slide it back. Turned it off. Cool, man. Now I can show you all the really neat stuff that's on the side of the road and all that crap. Instrument panel, whatever I'm looking at. So now I'll be able to marry my camera that's mounted right on my windscreen and this one, make you some better videos. And again, we're gearing up for 2021. So we should have some camping videos and some destination videos and some other stuff. 2020 is just showing you the roads. I'm just learning how to use stuff and showing you the roads. So I can envision that. USB coming down, going into my coat, right into the battery pack. But that's definitely going to be a two-hand operation to turn that on. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. And I think I need to tighten it up a little bit more. I can see it flexing. Okay, guys, that's about all I have for you until I actually take it out, test drive it. And that's going to happen Monday. All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, Garmin, stop recording.